It is now time for Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends. Guaranteed to make you laugh, guaranteed to put you on the ground. But you may hear something that doesn't agree with you. You may not like what you hear. But at the end of the day, you will be laughing. And that's all that matters, that your ass laugh. Get ready, here we go.
Roll Out Loud with Speedy and Friends.
You heard what she said. It's Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends, and I be
Speedy.
up in this bitch. I could do
Where's
it myself.
Memphis?
Hey, man, niggas come and go around here. In the house we got,
Shelly Rio.
behind the glass curtain, the one, the only, first seed.
Big Don right here.
Big D.
You're looking out, Shelly.
I'm letting you have your, because you get that. Come to other shit, you just can't do it. Now you want to write. You've been here for 20 minutes, you ain't wrote shit, now you want to write.
Oh, man. You know, this just reminds me of something. I saw a shirt at Disneyland because, you know, they have these couple shirts. And so the one shirt said, my wife wanted the D, but it's the Disney D font. And then her shirt said, he gave me the D, but it's really supposed to be Disney. But I was
I
like,
need that
is that
shirt.
even appropriate?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm going to walk around. Now I'll go to Disneyland with you.
it's Christmas this
I
weekend.
will definitely go to Disney. It is Wednesday morning to be exact, here on the West Coast. It is the 6th of November.
Oh, yeah.
The month is moving. And all those people who are definitely the fans who won to do the big turn up thing, I got to order the shirts today. I need to remind me, Donald, to hit a girl in the center of the order for the T-shirts.
So do you make the layout or does she make the layout?
She does it. She's going to do everything.
Can you tell her to just send me it to me, please?
No.
Please?
I'm not.
I really
No.
want
Just bring your equipment with you, Shelly.
It ain't going to happen. Shelly, you're going to be a part of the group. You're not going to be singled
No,
out.
I'm not gonna
No
be
one's
singled
going to
out.
look at your shirt and go, ooh, I like yours better than everybody
No,
else.
I'm
It's
going to make
be
one
a
for
problem.
me, Michelle,
No.
Jamie's mom, and
then-
DeAndra. We're the special ones.
Oh, you're special, all right. And the number to call into is Shell Dog.
818-914-4087.
That's the number to call into if you have any questions or whatever. It is What You Watching Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
Whacked Out Wednesday, Weird Wednesday, all the weird stories you can come up with, we got them. If you want to hang out with us, we got a guest coming in today. We'll get to them a little later on. How was your night last night, Shell Dog? Because your girl came by and chilled with you, right?
She sure did.
Jack.
I love her. She's the best. I'm actually really disappointed about last night.
Why?
Because I was so excited because last night was a live action Little Mermaid on TV. Queen Latifah was Ursula. They had Shaggy was Sebastian.
We're not doing What You Watching now, but go ahead.
No, it's not What You Watching, but I'm like, so I was like, yes, I can't wait to watch this. I'm like, I'm going to stay up and watch this. I fell asleep. It was like that boring. And I
was it
love
boring?
Disney because it was not a live action. It was like half cartoon, like half the movie, and the other half was, you know, live singing. It was, I hated it. And I was really disappointed.
You didn't like Queen singing?
She did good singing. But all the Disney fans that I know, like literally there's a group of us, we all were like, what is this? So I was really disappointed.
Hold on, let me make sure I got this right. So you have a group of Disney fans who just, y'all talk on the phone and chat.
We
and
talk online. We do meetups at Disneyland. We
Incredible.
do scavenger hunts.
Y'all
Like
need
it's
a
really
life.
fun.
I can imagine what they look like. Do you have a group picture?
No. I mean, I'm sure
You
you do.
never took a group picture with them?
But there's like hundreds. It's like,
No,
you
I
couldn't
meant
even find me.
the little core, your little core group. Y'all never like, hey, let's take a selfie.
I mean, we do take pictures.
Can
but
I have the
they're-
picture?
No.
Can I see it?
And then I have a
There's
running
some weird
group
people
too.
in that group. In it. There's
They're
some
not
challenged
weird.
motherfuckers in that group.
No, like it's
You're the prettiest girl in the group. Just tell the truth,
No.
Shell. Are you the prettiest girl in the group?
no.
Are you
I
close
would
to
never
being?
say I'm the prettiest girl anyway.
Okay, I'll say it. Where's the picture? It's some challenged
Stop
motherfuckers
it.
in this group.
No,
That's
they're
why she
not.
wants to show me the picture, America. Because I will screenshot that shit and post it.
No. I
It's
love
some challenged
them.
people who are going to Disneyland on a regular basis and they met you.
It's fun. They think I'm a celebrity though, but I'm
You
like,
think?
I'm not.
You're the cutest girl they know.
There's girls.
Any
there.
dudes?
There's guys and girls, husbands, wives. It's like
Are they
literally
kind
a
of
group.
dorky looking guys? Like glasses?
No, some of them are like motorcycle. Like they have like these cool motorcycle jackets, but then they'll have like Mickey Mouse on the
No,
back.
those are mopeds. No fucking motorcycle. They drive
stupid.
mopeds.
They got tattoos?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Of Disney on them?
Oh no. I mean, there are actually some that do have Disney tattoos.
Hey, you know what I
Probably
think that
says,
is?
I want that D.
You know what I think that is? I think that's just like a loophole to
What do you-
meet girls. I
Really?
think dudes do that. Yeah. Because there's no reason for you to do that, to sign up in that group.
Well, no, but there really are some really big Disney heads, but
that are dudes.
that are
Unless you
dudes.
own part of the company, there's no reason to put yourself in
Well,
that
some of them are
position.
their spouse. Because like this one couple, literally, she's there every day. I'm like, I couldn't be there every day.
Does she live out that way?
She does, but
How old is she?
she's old. She's retired. She just retired from her job. Her husband retired, so he goes a lot, but he doesn't go as much as she does. So he's like,
So
I need
this
my
is
own
her therapy, and she walks the whole thing.
the whole time.
That's
But they're
going
so cute.
That's like a
workout.
mall walker. That's what she's doing.
They're really cute.
So she has that year pass like you have, or she
and
has
and
like a
she has
VIP.
she has the year pass, no blockout dates. She also goes to they have this there's this like restaurant in there. You have to pay like $10,000-$20,000 a year to be in there. I forget what it's called, but usually celebrities have it.
and they
go
eat
there.
free.
I mean, they're paying it in their membership, and then you got to pay for the meal. I think.
It's like a Costco. You got to pay for the membership and you got to buy.
Hold on,
Like, it's
I'm not going to
exclusive.
pay you for the membership and pay you for the food.
Well, considering you won't see a lot of normal kids running around there, you're
There's
going to
no
pay
kid- yeah.
for this.
But you will see.
Yeah, you're going to see. You might see Shelly there.
And on top of that, you then, if you have that, you have to have a pass or a ticket to get into to California Adventure.
So
Or no, to Disneyland, because that's where the
let
restaurant
me
is.
ask you this, Jelly. Your dream scenario for Disney. Let's just say tomorrow we hit the lottery, you hit the lottery, everything is a beautiful day. What pass do you go get? What's the one that Shelly's going to have? Because you got the money to pay for it. There's no biggie. Which pass you got?
Well, right now I have.
No, I'm saying we know what you got.
Okay,
So, but if you had the money, what kind of pass would you have?
the Diamond Pass.
Which is
You can go to Disneyland or Disney World any day of the year. Never a blackout date.
going. You don't have to pay when you get in.
Nope.
You
No
go to the
parking.
front of the line.
No.
So how's that a platinum?
Nobody ever goes to the front of the line unless, well, it's Diamond because you get access to both parks.
So what is the cut the line one? That's another
That's
add-on.
Fast Pass. Well, you can't cut the line.
Well, no, I mean you move to the front or you move up.
Can't. The only way you can do that is if you're a
No,
celebrity.
Shelly. Yeah, I'm saying.
But that's not included in your pass. You have to pay that every time you go.
So okay, so you would pay that every time because you would move up, right?
No, I wouldn't do that. Because
What
it
the
takes
fuck?
the fun out of it.
No, why am I standing in line if I got money?
Because Shelly likes to enjoy the time.
I like the
being there.
experience.
Because you like talking to the creepy people.
I'm not creepy people.
Yeah,
It brings
you like Disney. I like Disney. Oh, I'm here every day. You're every day. I'm here every day. Let's be friends. Take a selfie. Oh, look at this really cute girl. She likes Disney.
Say cheese.
Say cheese.
But I love when I see the little kid. I love when I see little kids and their face lights up and they get so excited.
No, they're throwing up.
No, it warms your heart, guys. It really does.
So if Shelly had the money, y'all, she would get a that's that right? Platinum,
Diamond.
diamond, and then not get this jump the line free. So would you also, does that come with the restaurant?
No.
So now you got to pay another dub for that.
Another like
20,000.
couple thousand. Yeah.
Okay, so that's what a dub is.
Oh, I thought it was 20. Like
Yeah,
$20. Like
$20,000.
$20.
Yeah, shut up.
He did say you win the lottery.
Oh,
Shelly.
Yeah, so then you pay that another 20 for those. So now you have the diamond and you have the card to go eat in that particular restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
What else would you want? Or is that everything? That covers
That's
everything.
pretty much everything.
And you
You know what I really want to do?
oh shit.
I want to go inside Cinderella's castle. So Cinderella's castle at Disney World is an actual castle. Like there's bedroom in there. Like it's an actual thing. You cannot go in there unless you're a celebrity. Like I mean, like an A-lister celebrity, or if you're dying.
I was
Those
gonna,
are the only two ways
gonna
you're
help you out. but I can't. So not even the diamond gets you in there?
Nope. It's literally Cinderella's castle. And I want to go in there so bad.
So if Fox goes or a Denzel or someone like that goes there, they can go
Please
into
call
the,
me.
they can go into the castle. And
Please
what are you
call me.
doing there? You just walk around
You
and
just
look?
walk- yeah, but
Oh,
it's
you
like
can't stay.
if you're dying, I think they let you spend the night.
Well, if you're dying, you may
That's like
have to spend the night.
Because that's like the
motherfucker.
Make a Wish. You know that Make a Wish. I think it's the Make a Wish
Well,
Foundation.
hey, let's do Make a Wish.
I'm not dying.
Yeah, but they should at least make an exception for you.
I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't
That's
say that. I didn't say you're dying. I'm just saying you can go. I'm not dying, but I really want to go.
But Make a Wish is for people that are about to die.
Hey, I was trying to help you out.
You know, you can throw in one day. Let's do that.
No, but I would
All right.
love to go.
If I win the lottery, I'll let you go.
Okay.
Shout out to Tony. You put up with all this bullshit. All right. When's the next Disneyland race or marathon, Dan? Or
Well, the next one, it actually was just last weekend. Somebody died.
we come back to dying?
I don't know. It was a 5K. The lady was running with her daughter, and she just right before the finish line, she just passed out and died, and they don't know why. And I'm like, that's
Whoa,
crazy.
Before the finish line?
Right, and it was only a 5K.
No pun intended.
So I
She
don't
was
know.
finished.
But the next one's in January, and then I'm going to the one in February.
So why are you not doing the one in January?
I can't afford to keep flying back and forth.
Oh, it's out there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's too expensive.
But the one in February you will be.
Yeah, I do that every year.
You fly there.
Every year, yes.
You.
By myself.
No Tony.
No Tony.
Got it.
With my Disney friends that I
The
met
creepy
online.
people. Shout out to the creepy
The first
people.
year I went there, I didn't know them. And
They're the creepy.
we rented a house.
So I know,
Complete
Shell,
strangers.
you take pictures of everything in every situation. Please show me the picture.
I'll find some pictures.
All right, call in if
On
you
our
want to see the
break.
picture.
No, nobody cares about my pictures.
We'll find out. Call in if you want to see the picture. 818-914-4087. I think they're probably scary people.
No.
Well, they're not scary now because you know them. If you saw them on your way walking into Disneyland, you'd be like, I'm cool.
Oh yeah, it's called Club 33. That's what it's called.
That's
That-
what
that-
you guys club called?
No, that's the club that's in Disneyland that you have to pay like $20,000.
Club 33?
It's
And all you could do is
It
eat
might
there.
be more than
It's not-
20,000.
There's nothing else you do there but eat, right?
It's just eating. Yeah, it's a dining.
Can you hang out?
No.
Not when you're done. You got to get out. You got the next people in.
Shit, not for 20,000. Nigga. I'm
I think
taking-
it might
I
be
want a
more.
bench
You
seat.
can Google it. It might be more than 20. It might be 50. I'm not sure.
Well, you got a computer, nigga. You could type that. This is your story. It ain't our shit.
Oh, whatever.
Let us know if you had the money, what would you do? Question of the day is: if you had means and could get the cash is there, where would you go? Donald. She's in Disneyland. She won the lotto. She is in that motherfucker.
I'll probably go to Jamaica.
How long? The week?
Nah, maybe like a month.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
I would
might
love to travel.
to Jamaica.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never been to Jamaica. It looks cool.
Well, you ain't been a lot of places, nigga.
Hey, I've been
Dream
some
shit.
places.
Have you been to Cancun?
Yeah.
I've
Yeah, I've been to
never been there.
Cancun.
Everybody's been there but me.
Yeah, I've been there. When we did ESPYs, and we were writing the second time Fox did ESPYs, that's when Tennis Ball 2 is where we went. They sent us down to Cancun. I had a great fucking time.
I want to go.
We were there for a week, and then we decided, we need to write.
Oh, this says so the initiation fee is $25,000 to $50,000. And then the annual dues are $30,000 a year. And it's a 10-year waiting list to join.
10-year.
Club 33.
I wonder how many seats they got in there.
I don't know. I've never been. But now if I know someone, which I do know people that have that membership, you can go, but then they charge you like $500 or whatever
A plate?
just to get in.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
But it's not worth it to me.
Why not?
Can you?
Because I'm like, I'll be pissed if I pay all this money and then I'm like, really? This is what I paid for?
You pay for the experience.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
How many people can say they went there?
Shelly.
Not me, because I haven't gone.
See? And you got a lifetime membership.
Maybe one time.
We're going to make it happen for you, Shelly.
All right, so if you had money, Nick's in the building. Trying to get this bullshit to work. Hold on.
Black peoples, man.
Trying to get this shit to work. Nick, you had the money. Where you going? Hilarious.
He's going to Jamaica to smoke all that herb. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm going to Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. Oh yeah, I heard. Yeah, I've been there. Where you going?
Anywhere in the world. Sheesh.
And you could be there a week. Donald's gonna stay a
A
month.
week? That ain't that. Yeah, I need a month.
Right.
I'll probably go to Brazil.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll probably go to Brazil.
Yeah.
Or
Remember
Colombia.
a girl's horror story about Brazil?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Remember she got robbed and
Yeah, I ain't heard of.
took them L's.
I ain't worried about that.
You can't hit nothing there because everybody got something. Literally.
Nah, I like the food. I just want to, good music.
No, I don't want to go nowhere where there's a chance I might be robbed.
That's it.
That's
Outside your
everywhere.
house. That's like anywhere. You
Yeah, but it ain't happening.
Or Jamaica.
You know what I'm saying?
So
trying to go
can
to
get robbed
Jamaica.
anywhere. New
I-
York, Jersey.
Yeah. Sounds great.
How about you, Pops?
Who?
I would go. I'm gonna say
Alaska.
Hilarious. Been to Alaska. Did a comedy
What?
show.
Somebody
there.
said H&RP.
What?
I would say I'm going to go Europe.
Why Europe?
Never been.
What part?
I've been to just travel that whole thing. If we're gonna do a month, I'm gonna travel all of Europe, and I've been to Korea. I've been to Japan. I've been to Jamaica. Not Jamaica, but I've been to what's the other place you said? Oh, okay. I've been Cancun. I've been let's see, Canada. Canada, I was there during the wintertime when your boy was playing for the Grizzlies. Well, not Grizzlies, was playing for Toronto.
Who's that?
Vince Carter.
Oh, shout out to Vince Carter.
We walked in and Vince was the man at the fucking club. He had so many honeys around him, it was ridiculous. Then I was there doing Carnival. Anybody been to Carnival in Toronto? It's off the chain.
I've never been to Carnival.
And there's a whole lot of girls that look just like Shelly. So if you're into high yellow girls, it's a gang of them there. Because there's a lot of Jamaicans that live there, and the Jamaicans is running
In
through
Canada?
them white girls. Yes.
Oh, wow.
A lot of Jamaicans in Canada. And they running through them white girls. And they leaving babies.
Well, because they wear those tiny strings and run around in their feathers.
And in Canada, if you have a kid, let's say you have a job, Shelly, and you're about to have a kid, you can stay and you get so here you don't get the same amount of pay when you go on leave, maternity leave, right? In Canada, you can go on maternity leave, you get exactly what you were making, and you can stay out for 2 years.
2 years?
2 years.
Oh, wow. I also heard in Canada for their taxes, you get like X amount of dollars for each kid
Yeah,
that you have.
because they want more Canadians to have more kids.
You should move there. You'd get a lot of money. 8 kids? What? You would have been rich. Dude, you made a wrong decision.
Yeah, hanging out with your ass.
Damn, how much do you get per kid? Do you know? Let's
That's
Google
what
it.
I don't
Let's find out.
Shelly's crazy.
That would, dude, I would have, if I had 8 kids, I'd be like, let's go to Canada. Screw that.
I think you're supposed to have the kids there, silly Willie.
Yes, that way they be.
You can still have kids?
Wackadoodle.
Wait, how much?
That's Shelly's
Wait,
word.
how
We're gonna
much?
put that on a t-shirt. Goddamn
Wackadoodle?
wackadoodle. You said that to somebody and it caught them off guard. And you're like, it's a joke. It was too late. They were like, huh? I'm a fucking wackadoodle? Yeah, you fucking.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, if you live in Canada or you go to Canada and you have a kid or you become a citizen and you have a job, you can stay on maternity leave for 2 years with full pay and full benefits.
That's sexist.
Why?
Because men can't do that.
Nah. Well, you did get pregnant, so.
Yeah, we should be able to take some time off then.
I think they do give you time.
Gotta
I
be
just
there
don't
for
think
it.
you have 2 years off though.
No.
I need 2 years. I need what she got.
Because it gives the parent and the kid enough time to get the child into daycare. So usually around 2 is when you put them in daycare.
So what does that say about the United States?
That we don't give a fuck about that shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Even though you hear them stressing, read to your kids. It doesn't really mean that shit. Because teachers are the least paid people and the most important people in the world.
Well, teachers don't necessarily be teaching too much either. So
Yeah, because if you paid them better, they probably would. And there's some really good teachers out there. I'm not
well, I don't mean from that perspective. I mean most of the time they have a set program of what they have to teach, and most teachers can't deviate from that. So that's why I said they're not really teaching. You know?
Think about your teachers you had. Who was the teacher that stood out to this day?
The only teacher that I ever taught me anything, and he taught me nothing about school. He was a police officer. And he was also the JV coach, I believe, at Reseda High School. Everybody hated him, obviously, because he's a police officer. And he would come like after school and patrol the school sometimes when he was off work. But I had his English class, and it didn't matter what the topic. I didn't have to raise my hand. No, he's gonna call me no matter what it was. But he told me, he just said, I believe in you, and I'm not gonna let you just sit in the background and not do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, I just started raising my hand. I was like, forget it, I'm just gonna raise my hand.
That's
anyway.
how Fluke is. I heard Fluke was the same
Fluke
way.
did me like that too.
Yeah.
So when I met Fluke at 360, he was like, yo, he need to be a manager. He just kept on more and more responsibility. So he more taught me life lessons versus school. You know what I mean? I can't think of one teacher that taught me something about school.
No, one of my favorite teachers in elementary was Miss August because she was cute, and I had a crush on her. And then in high school, it was my history teacher because he told you the real. Like he said, he had went to Vietnam, and so he started to talk about being in Vietnam. And he goes, the goddamn gooks, And we were like, I don't think you can call him a gook, but hey, it is what it is. And he would just go on, and oh man, if he talked about history, it wasn't, you could feel it. That was one of my favorite classes because even though we had books, we rarely went into the books because he was the actual book, and he would tell us about everything. Like he said, in Vietnam, they were getting a lot of STDs, and that's something that made your dick clog up. Like the hole would fill with pus and clog up, and they would have to take this thing and put it in, and it had little blades in it. And you hit the back of it, and they would spin it back out to pull out all the shit out of you.
Okay, so I
Or
found.
you can just not do nothing.
Yeah.
Do your job and go home.
It's kind of hard not to. This
Dude.
just is right there.
So I found the Canadian. This
Shout
is
out to Ling
what it
Ling.
is now. The Canadian. What you get paid. So if you have a child under 6, you get back $6,400 per child, and if they're between 6 to 17, you get $5,400 per child. So if you had 8 kids between the ages of 6 to 17, you would get $43,000 a year just for having your kids. That's crazy.
Shout out to Canada, man.
All right, my bad, Sally. You might be right.
Shit.
You know what I mean? People now like, babe, you want to leave?
You wanna move to
Let's go to
Right.
Canada. You
But
say
it's
you want
cold.
kids, right?
When I
Let's
say it's
go.
cold, man. So we were there doing Carnival. Matter of fact, we were there when the blackout happened on the East Coast. That's when we were there. So it was super, super cold. If you can handle the cold, and I mean bite to the bone cold. We got a phone call. Caller, what's your name and where the fuck you calling from?
This is L out of Houston.
Take that
Yeah.
L. What it do, dog?
What's going on, man?
Chilling, man.
Hey, man, you wrong again, God damn it.
About what?
What?
The Canadian stuff.
She just read it.
I just found it online.
No, I'm talking about the maternity leave.
Oh.
When I was there, the young lady who I was dating, she had a sister. She said, I'm on maternity leave for 2 years with full pay.
Wrong, bro.
You go tell me what the bitch
Let me
said.
tell you. I'm telling you what I know because I've been HR and I know people in Canada.
Shut
in
up.
Canada.
Okay, go ahead.
He said, I
So,
know people in Canada.
Y'all niggas need to, look, I'm gonna tell let me get on y'all ass real quick. Y'all niggas need to start when the callers call in and give y'all info, y'all need to start listening to the callers. We
No,
know
I'm
what
not.
we're talking about.
You ain't even told us. You ain't even said shit. You just telling me I need to
Yeah,
listen.
you break the shit down for you. Listen to me. God damn it. So, what they do is they get 17 weeks, up to 17 weeks of unpaid maternity leave. Okay. Then what they also get is what's called 35 weeks paternal leave.
That's what it's
And they
called.
can be taken by either parent. They can be taken by the mom or the father.
Okay.
You get
35 weeks. How long is 35
Yeah.
weeks, Shelly?
You said how long?
35 weeks plus the 17 weeks of maternity leave.
How long is that?
So that's almost about a year.
He don't know.
So
But
that's a total of
Well,
52
36 weeks is 9 months.
okay, so if it's almost a year, and I said it was, the girl told me it was 2 years when I was there, and that was when remember they had the big blackout on the East Coast, and it shot all the way up to. That's when I was there. She told me this with her own mouth, however that goes. Let's go with your theory that it's 1 year. You don't get no year maternity leave here in the States.
No, we suck in the U.S.
Yeah.
Even in other countries, it's even now in other countries they do get more, and there's cases where the mom and the father can be off for maternity leave at the same time.
Wow.
And getting paid, and they're not getting full salary; they're getting partial salary, but it's still a good amount as far as the salary goes. And they're also their jobs are guaranteed, so they can't lose their job for being off.
And she did tell me that. So you're saying she lied to me about the 2 years?
It's not 2 years.
Because she told me the reason why they did 2 years because that's the time it's going to take for them to get to, but they are paying people to have. They are paying the Canadians to have kids. They want them to have multiple kids, right? Am I right or wrong?
That I don't know.
What the fuck? Now you don't know. You didn't read that. HR.
No, I've never. No, I'm saying I've never heard of a country paying parents to have kids.
Yeah, because they want to. The kids they want to multiply and create more Canadians. Duh.
I never heard it. I think that's some speedy shit.
Ain't
I've
that
never heard of
bitch?
That's hilarious.
But what if you and Michelle moved there and had a baby? That's not a Canadian kid, but they'll still give you the money because you're a resident there, right?
At that part. Now, ask HR. He said he know everything.
If he's a resident, yes. If he's a resident and they're residents and they have a kid, then they would.
So then it doesn't matter if you're
But-
Canadian or not.
Yeah, well, if you're a resident, if you become a double resident, if you're
Oh, double,
have-
yeah,
you can be a double resident
double
as well.
citizenship. So let me ask you this: how bad is ours? Because you only get what is it 3 weeks off?
So I think
Ours-
it's 6.
Ours is pretty bad because you don't get that much time off. I've seen some places where they get 6 weeks of
Yeah,
and
it's
then
usually
they're back
6.
to work. But the thing is, your pay is not going to be as good as what you get in Canada or in other countries while you're off for maternity leave.
And you're in
And-
HR. You still in
and-
HR?
Well, I mean, I have
What?
over 20-some years. I work for myself now, but I have over 20-some years in HR.
Did you ever get beat up?
Hell
Beat
no.
up.
I'm big and black, bro.
You don't sound like.
Ain't no fuck with me.
All right, L. When I come to Houston, it's gonna be a problem. I know that goddamn much.
Hey, man, when you come to Houston, I better have some goddamn tickets. That's what I know.
Done deal. Got you, L. I won't let you take that L.
All right, now.
All right, though. Still standing by what I said. I said 2 years.
What kind of person applies to be in HR?
What's
That's
wrong
why
with
I
that?
asked him. That's
wanna
why I
be a
asked him.
snitch.
That's why I asked him if he ever got beat up.
You don't sign up to be a snitch. So Takashi.
Sorry about that, L.
Takashi, mother. You gonna sign up to tell on niggas? Like I do it.
Hey, buddy, you're not supposed to be doing that.
You're
really?
late, buddy.
You ever had a real job, Shelly?
Hello. That's all I've ever had. What's a real job?
Yeah, what's a real job?
I'm saying, I think you said you worked at.
You mean a slavery?
There you go. You said you worked at, or you came with the outfit of working at Hooters.
That was a real job.
So did you make management?
No, I've never been management anywhere.
You always been an employee?
Yeah.
Hilarious.
That's crazy. Just the opposite. I've always been a manager everywhere I worked.
How? You have to like work your way up, but I never stayed at a job long enough to do that.
And that's why I asked about your employment.
I mean, I manage my company at home.
There you go. That's better
So-
than
so-
being a manager
Shit.
at a
How long do you think, what's the longest stint you've ever had a job?
Probably that restaurant I told you about, Cassie's, that I left.
In Jersey?
Jersey.
How long were you there?
About 2-3 years.
And you never thought about moving up or, hey, how can I become
I mean, I did. I was a hostess, and then I was
That's not
a waitress
moving
and a
up.
bartender. And if I would have
not
stayed,
no
I would have
move-
been a manager.
Impossible. So bartender was the last part.
Right, and then manager would be next.
And bartender was good money?
Yes, not as good as it was in New York. Shoot.
That's where you met all the Goombas?
No, that's where I made lots of money on the
And
weekends.
met the Goombas.
Well, that was in Jersey.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Italians, right?
That's what a fucking Goomba is.
No,
You
they
from
were
New Jersey,
they
for
were
real?
in Jersey, not New York. When I worked at that other restaurant, I worked in
Gotcha.
a lot of restaurants.
So that's probably your thing.
It's restaurants, yeah.
Restaurants, and then you get here and you start doing videos.
I mean, I was doing that back home too, but yeah. But I mean, my first job, like I was I bagged groceries. Like even to this day, when I go food shopping, I still bag my own groceries.
Do you bag them the way they taught you to do it?
Yes, and I
That's
love it that way.
Yeah, you're supposed to have your hand, for those who don't know. If you're doing a brown bag, because I used to be a bag boy as well, your hand goes at the bottom of the bag and you throw it in, and as you put it to your other hand, you sort it out and put it where it's supposed
Well,
to go.
now they don't do that.
No.
No.
Because now you got to pay for
Well,
the
they have the
bags.
Right.
They'll have one guy be like, "Do you like some help?" No, I'm good.
Nah, they don't
be
even do
nice.
that no more, though.
No, I always get them. I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm gonna put my own bags.
Yeah,
please.
you got to go to like Albertsons or something and find them people.
No, you know what they do now to make you look stupid, especially for men. It'd be one bag. Would you like to help with that to the car? I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "I have to ask."
That's hilarious.
Because they have to ask. No matter what size bag you have, they ask you if you want help to the car.
That's crazy.
That's cool. Because you ain't doing nothing anyways.
Wait, so I used to work at Blimpie's, which was a it's like Subway.
I remember Blimpies. They're not around anymore, I don't
I
think.
don't think- well, on
Not
the
here.
East Coast, yeah.
They're
There's
not here.
one or two on the East Coast. So I used to work there. What else did I do?
So you made sandwiches.
I did.
For where?
Blimpie's.
Blimpies.
I don't know what that is.
Subway.
It's like Subway.
Subway, okay.
East Coast Subway.
Just a lower version of it.
That's
I mean, of course, babysat. I worked for my church.
The one right there
No,
in
no,
Porter
no,
Ranch?
in Jersey.
Oh.
I went to Catholic church. Gosh, I literally did everything. I can't even think. A lot of jobs.
We got a phone call, Shelly. Caller, what's your name and where the fuck you calling from?
What's up, y'all?
Hey,
this?
Vern.
Vernon, you start saying your name, boy. Don't just
You know
assume
his
we
voice.
know you.
I
Or at least
did.
throw a hey y'all in there.
Hey.
What
But
up?
anyway, did y'all hear the
TMA in the
did y'all hear
building.
news about? Did y'all hear the news about the Florida coach's wife who's hugging all the players?
Yeah, I saw that.
Nah, what's
What?
the
No.
news?
Yeah, football coach
Like
wife.
pervertedly?
No, she gives them all
No,
kisses
no.
Oh.
on cheek.
What's wrong with that? She like them young black men.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is that What do you all think about it? And I really mean,
I don't think nothing's wrong with it, Vern.
What do you think about what, Vernon?
No, if they were
Let them get it out.
if they're grown men, which they are, they're in college, and I think she gives them a hug before they go out on the field, right?
I don't know, but my thing is
Look it up.
that reverse it. Make it. Let's say it was a male coach with female players. Would that be acceptable?
What is Vernon?
The kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Vernon, give me a second, because I don't know what's
up?
going
No.
on. I don't know what's going on. So is
What is it called?
the wife
Florida?
of the coach
Yeah.
after practice? She's kissing the players on the cheek.
Yeah, that should make it.
Yeah.
Are they in the South?
No.
Florida.
This is what I heard.
Well-
She's before the game and after the game. She's kissing them on. She's embracing them and kissing them on the cheek.
Okay, Shelly got
and
the story.
And the reporters were saying that they're not feeling all that comfortable about it.
The reporters
The
or the
simple
players?
fact is- For the simple fact is,
Vernon,
in this
the
day and age,
reporters or the
sexual
players?
harassment is running rampant in the Me Too movement.
Vernon,
What?
are you saying the players felt that way or the reporters felt that way?
The reporters felt that way.
gives
They
a fuck
felt
about
that
that?
she should not be doing
right.
that. They should be having dinners and stuff like that, and she shouldn't be embracing them boys like that.
Oh,
For the
hold
simple
up.
fact-
Time out. I'm sorry. I just pulled this story up. It says she kisses them on the lips.
Okay, well,
Oh,
look,
that's
this is
different.
wait, no, this is what I'm gonna say.
I need to get on that.
I
team.
personally, I don't think it's right for any man to be telling another man how his wife should be handling her business. That's for that man to decide what his wife need to be doing and not doing. And
Burn
for
it.
and for a reporter, first of all, if I'm a player, I'm finna say something to report. That nigga don't hate on what I'm doing. Let her kiss me,
But
nigga.
the thing is that I understand exactly where you're coming from. This is a male perspective, and I understand that.
I can only give you that,
my
Vern.
thing is that reverse it. If the man
No.
was hugging and kissing on your
But-
daughter
On the
would-
lips.
would it still be as? Would you still be as blasé about it?
Are they
as
in
if it was
college?
your son?
Are they in college?
They're in college.
She's kissing them on the lips.
Are they in college?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So
It
these
should be
are
a video of
these are adults we're talking about. So if my daughter was in this situation, I would have a conversation with my daughter, like, hey, herpes is forever.
Right.
So you might
Now,
want to be careful with your
It
grief.
should be a
you know?
video. So Vernon, your son, let's say you had a son, he's on the team, and before he go out on the field, the coach's wife give him a kiss on the lips.
No.
You gonna take your son off the team? He a
Alright,
star
cool.
player.
I didn't say take him off the team.
So what do you do?
I'm saying that I would tell her that's not appropriate for you.
Don't
to
kiss number
my
54.
son. Don't kiss my son.
Don't kiss number
Because
54.
Exactly. For the simple fact is that
Big Nice,
you
shut
still
up,
have
man.
to remember that is Florida, which is a southern state, which don't like black people too tough, and I still don't fuck with white women like that.
Whoa.
So, no, do not be kissing my
Number
son.
54.
No, I don't give a damn what this number is.
No,
Don't
your
kiss
son's
my
number is number
son.
54. Don't kiss 54,
Exactly. You can do what you want with everybody else.
but don't kiss
Do not
54.
touch it.
Is your
My
son? But if your son is grown,
So is she
and
kissing him in the
he gonna
mouth?
Get kissed in the mouth. Nigga.
So Shelly's looking at the video.
She kissed him in the mouth and then on the cheek.
yeah,
So you get a
I guess it
oh,
depends.
them every play. Oh shit.
I guess it depends on which player it is. That is
Hey, oh, who get the cheek and who get the mouth? No, it was some got a cheek and some got a mouth.
That's disgusting.
Fuck you. What you going
No.
through? I think I got 1 year eligibility.
Big Nice. I know, nigga. It's a joke too, man. Don't be sensitive. Y'all family, man.
Okay, I'm just saying. Cause the only reason why I'm saying it is because
Why your
I'm
voice
just
get
trying
high,
to
nigga?
get
Calm down.
you guys' response to it, but y'all don't have a problem with it.
No,
So-
I have a problem with it, Vern. Shoot, I have a
So
I know you
so
gonna
so.
have a problem
All right,
with
watch
it
this,
because
Vernon.
female.
Watch this, Vernon. So Rio's on the team.
hell.
There's.
No.
Can I get it? now?
Nope.
Look, Pop, he go
I don't even want to
get in there, 54.
Oh fuck no.
And Rio's in line like all the
touchdown.
other players. You gonna say what to him as you see him about to get a kiss?
Herpes,
You feel
like
me?
literally.
It ain't even. My thing is that it ain't even about that. It's about the simple fact is that you have young men who may not be able to control themselves, and you get jumped, or you decide that one of these days that you want to give them a little bit more than a kiss.
Damn,
And now
you went a
all of
long way. It's just a kiss on the cheek.
Or
said you wanna give him
these
a little
kids,
bit more
these,
than a
well,
kiss.
these young adults could misinterpret it and be like, well, maybe she
Nah.
likes me, and
Is
then
she
they try to push
is
up
she
on
rubbing
her.
on me? I just saw
Listen,
her.
but
She
these are
rubbed on me.
black men, and this is a white woman.
Hey man,
Okay,
sometimes you gotta
all right.
kiss somebody.
Now, wait a
Get the
minute.
game.
Now I changed my perspective. Now.
What?
See?
Okay, now we
I
got
told
the
you
calm down.
that.
Now listen, if history has told us anything, yeah, that's the wrong path to go down, brother.
Right.
Don't.
Hey.
And listen, I feel what the reporters are saying, but this is my thing. At some point, we have to decide if you're 18,
Thank you, Vern.
are you grown or are you still a child?
You grown.
Because if these are adults we're talking about, it's fair to be concerned because they're inexperienced. I understand that, but at the same time, all you could really tell them is say, "Hey, listen, maybe some of the decisions you're making are probably not going to work out in your best favor." But to go around saying this is inappropriate and to tell people how they should live their life, I think that's inappropriate.
How long has she been doing this? Does it say?
No.
Yeah.
Well, I think.
How long has he been the coach?
Her husband became a coach. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
And then
I don't have no problem. Brooklyn, get back in line.
If I was on the team, if I was on the team,
Oh, he became coach in 2018, so probably.
Oh, so
this
this
is
is brand new.
Yeah,
This is
is
new
for
lips.
him. This is new for him.
So
She-
apparently she ran it past him. I'm gonna kiss the players when they come out. You don't mind,
I'm
dude.
gonna try to motivate them.
And you know when he get home, is it a brother coach or a white coach?
It got to be a white dude.
Oh, okay.
Oh, must
Brothers
be.
ain't. We scrapping.
It doesn't say, but
Well, parents out there, apparently Shelly wanted her let her son get a little tongue in his
Ew.
mouth for the game.
Ew.
What if that motivates him to play better?
that is not. No.
And then too,
That's disgusting.
as a man, you
I
gonna
w-
kiss a woman after she kissed another man? That's a little weird. Brother.
Back to back to back.
That's why sometimes she go lips, then she go cheek. Lips, then she wipe off
Break
your
up the
lips on
DNA.
his cheek.
How to break up the
Donald,
DNA.
you in line? Donald, yeah.
You know she big. You know she big. Donald.
Yeah,
Wow.
I tried to hook
I'm
Donald
in-
up with
I'm
a
in
skinny
line.
girl
No,
one
she's too
time.
small for you, Don.
I mean,
What the fuck, man?
She's tiny.
Yeah, well, I don't see nothing wrong with
First
it.
of all, why is your wife around a bunch of buff black
She
dudes
likes
anyway?
football players, and she
That's what
wants
I'm
them
saying.
to win.
Look, that's obvious.
Here's the problem. What's she doing in the offseason?
Where's the hockey team?
She at the baseball game. There's a lot of them.
They got 100 games. Nigga, keep him out there. Some Carmex. Nigga, lift dries them up.
Oh, God. I know her friends like, Carol.
I know today's not Monday, but anybody watch sports last night?
Which
Because
game?
the college season jumped off.
Oh, sorry. He is
Oh.
white. He's a white guy.
Of course he's white.
I found him.
The college season jumped off last night. Duke played Cassius Stanley.
Mm-hmm.
He's from L.A.
Oh, yeah.
Played at,
I saw him play last year. At,
played at Sierra Canyon.
Yeah.
He was balling last night. Had a couple steals, couple dunks. I think he got a 46-inch vertical.
Yeah, he
something
got
crazy like that.
stupid hops.
So Duke was balling. They're not as explosive as obviously last year, but they got this white dude named something Hurt. Nice. He got an ugly shot, but it didn't go in. Who else played? Kansas played.
I was going to watch
Chat
those
room, who else
college games.
played?
I
It was
didn't
pretty
know.
good. LeBron, third straight triple double.
Yeah, they were losing in that game
Down
and
16.
came back against Chicago. And I didn't. That kid that comes off the bench that was at North Carolina, the point guard with all the hair.
Hey, turn your mic off.
I
bro.
know. You snapping pictures back there?
Hilarious. He's 6. I didn't know he was 6'5". He
Which
doesn't
kid?
look 6'5".
Which kid?
With all the hair. He's at Chicago. Came off the bench. He had like 20 points last night.
Oh, Kobe White.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kobe White's nice.
Yeah, he just didn't look 6'5". I thought he was maybe 6'2", but he's 6'5".
Nah, he legit 6'5", because over the summer they did all the players' actual height.
Oh, they gave
So
it real?
Yeah, they went did they real height.
Take your shoes off.
Yeah, take
your
your shoes
socks
off,
off.
socks, nigga, barefoot. Put your rough toes out there, nigga, take these.
Get off your calluses.
Who else
I actually like that. Chicago had a nice team. It's just that when the Lakers finally woke up and stopped making turnovers, they started to win. And Kyle Kuzma coming off the bench was a good look.
And what's the kid from Golden State?
Oh yeah, he finally
Quinn-
had a
Quinn
good
Cook.
Yeah, Quinn.
Quinn
You know
Cook
he
was
actually
balling.
played with LeBron when he got
in
drafted.
Cleveland, yeah, he got drafted to Cleveland.
And then they sent him down to the D League and then traded him to Golden State.
Yeah, it was some good games yesterday. I didn't catch too many of them, but the Lakers definitely looked like the best team in the NBA.
They look way better than he did the first couple games.
I think
they figured it out.
I think Dwight Howard might get six man of the year.
No. I think he get most improved.
Nah, I think he's gonna get 6 man just because he
Need a
never
haircut.
gotten
I know
it.
that guy
I
did.
think LeBron is shooting for MVP, and I think Anthony Davis might be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's averaging 3 blocks a game, something crazy like that.
Yeah, and that rotation of they haven't even put AD at the center spot.
Well, they usually throw him in there in the third quarter to speed the game up, but they've been balling. And what's my man Eric Pascal? I told you about this dude the other day. Eric Pascal for Golden State.
Yeah.
Balling. Put up. I think it was his birthday yesterday. I think he scored like 30 or something like that.
Yeah,
So Golden State Warriors might have found a little gym.
they beat Houston. Was it Houston or no? They beat Portland.
Now, so Houston, they were just saying today on ESPN how Houston, they should have kept Chris Paul
Paul.
because the numbers show defensively they're suffering right now.
Well, they thought your boy would play some more defense.
In my opinion, Chris Paul is the best point guard I've ever seen.
Yeah.
As far as what it means to be a point guard, like he
Pure. When you say pure
if
point
you
guard.
had to ask somebody what is a point guard, I would point to Chris Paul.
I think you go him. You go Mark Jackson, pure point guard. You go
John
Stockton, Jason Kidd,
and GP.
and and Gary Payton, and then
I don't
Jerry.
know if I would throw Mark. I don't know. I would throw Mark in there. I would just spin it from both sides of the ball.
No, I'm talking about
Right.
he still plays some D, but as a point guard,
Yeah,
he
Mark
knew what
Jackson
it
might
took
be
to
one of the
be
best.
a point guard.
I don't consider Magic Johnson a point guard.
Shit.
He a power forward. I met Magic Johnson. I couldn't believe how tall he was.
Yeah.
So yeah, he a power forward.
He's
but
a real 6'10".
Jason
But
Kidd could throw that list.
he's a point guard inside. Trust and believe.
And real quick, rumor report, real quick. So the Boston Celtics might be interested in trading. What's the big man name?
At who?
They might be interested in trading for what's the big man from OKC?
Oh, the
That looks like
Australia.
Shelly. What's the guy with the in all the comic book movies with the pitchfork?
Yeah, they look alike. I forgot his
The
name.
water guy. He run the ocean. I don't watch it.
Triton?
There
Ken
you go.
Triton?
Yeah, that guy. He
Yeah,
looks
he
like that
looks like
guy.
it, yeah.
So it looks like Boston's trying to get him and Clint Capella from the Rockets.
For who?
They haven't put out who they're looking to trade, but those are the two. They should trade the white boy, even though he's putting up 16 a game right now. They should trade Gordon Hayward, in my personal
So
opinion.
who would they trade?
I would
So
trade-
they should have went on and gave Wetcomb that money, and not let him go to Philly. They're
Al Horford?
Al Horford. When Philly do that, man, Philly look good.
And then last but not least, on my rumor report, this is my personal belief. I think that the Bucks need to make a trade, and I think the Bucks should trade Eric Bledsoe
To Houston. I mean to
OKC
OKC. Yeah.
for Chris Paul,
Yeah.
and maybe throw in a draft pick or something so they
Yeah.
make sure they take it. And I
Because
think that'll put them
your
over the
your
top.
window may close. I like Bledsoe. He's younger than Chris Paul, but he's not Chris Paul.
Right.
Donald, can you close the door?
Right. And Chris Paul, I think Chris Paul with the Greek Freak, I think with their intensity,
Yeah.
they would be my pick to win the championship, honestly, because I don't see
Only
nobody
problem
stopping
is,
Greek.
Nick, is that you can't overwork Chris Paul because he's going to break down. And I think if he goes to Milwaukee, they're going to push him because they know not that the window is closing, but again, you want to show to Freak that, hey, man, we trying to – because Chris got what, maybe one more year?
No, his numbers haven't dropped. Like Chris, that's the thing. I think because of the way he plays, he doesn't play
He
explosive.
He get buckets.
Like he could play like this forever. Like John Stockton, played 18 years or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So I think Chris Paul could do something similar.
His body just don't hold up.
Yeah, and I think looking at the landscape of basketball for this long, I think most people have a 5-year window to win championships. You feel me? We've seen it with the Golden State Warriors, the Bulls, the Lakers, Houston,
They
everybody.
fell off like a loose Halloween mask.
Yeah, so I think the Bucks are reaching their, maybe this is their first year they can actually win something, so they need to make some moves.
I think if you're an NBA fan, you love this year. If you never liked any other year, I think this is the one year you can go. Even though everything is really heavy on the West Coast, but this is the one year you can go, hey, they can make it. They can at least get there. One of your teams could at least get there. Except for I liked Orlando.
Oh, and for Shelly, the New Jersey Nets are balling.
Well,
They're not the New Jersey
Brooklyn.
Nets anymore, but they're the Brooklyn Nets. But we can
Oh,
call them the New
still
Jersey,
New Jersey.
Nets. Yeah. So the Nets are balling. Kyrie Irving is averaging 31 points a game, and he's shooting I think he's shooting like 30-something percent.
He cooking
Yeah,
it.
he cooking out there.
He cooking.
Yeah, he a monster out there. Even though Brandon Ingram put up 30 points last night.
Oh,
Playing
and
against
he just looked like he just is moving very slow. All right, it is Weird Wednesday. I got some nice stories.
yeah, I got some weird stories.
Tell me, you said the thing about Jay-Z.
Oh yeah, I'll tee this up real
So-
quick. So Shelly, you tell me, you've been to some Hollywood parties. We've all been to Hollywood parties. You know what I mean? So this was pretty. Even when I seen it, I was like, okay, he
The party already
he
happened.
He's setting the bar. So Jay-Z has a the Sean Carter convention coming up, or I'm not sure if it's called the convention, but the Sean Carter event coming up. So he sent out VIP passes, right? So the VIP pass he sent out was a $40,000 Rolex and a bottle
Damn.
of Ace of Spade.
Jay-Z, can I go?
He's also an investor into Ace of Spade,
Right.
right? So
Jay-Z,
that
can
was
I go?
Genius business move. So Meek Mills posted the picture of the Rolex and the bottle of Ace of Spade and the package that it came in, which is pretty dope.
Can I go,
So,
Jay-Z?
so I'm not sure if you have to wear the watch to
Get
get
in?
into the VIP
I would
section, which
assume
would
you
be
did.
super dope.
Yeah, I
Right.
was.
But what if somebody buys the same watch? No?
I'm
What-
sure it has some kind of engraving
Oh, yeah,
on it
yeah,
or something.
yeah,
I'm sure, you know. And they probably only had a set number of them they made for this event.
Jay-Z, can I go?
So shout out to Hove, man, for setting the bar.
I'm gonna ask again.
So,
know what
so
I'm
can you
saying?
bring a guest, but they don't get the?
They
Well,
ain't
that's
gonna
for
work.
the VIP section
Yeah.
in the party, so I'm not sure.
So
what
if you
the
came
guest
with
list
me,
is
Shelly,
like.
you have to sit over there.
I can get it anywhere I
But
want.
that'd be imagine.
Can I go, Jay-Z?
Somebody got to come in your party. They got to flash the roll.
Can somebody know Jay-Z? Tell him the Speedy want to go.
Yeah,
don't know what that
donate one to the
means,
rollout show. Oh,
Yeah,
you
we'll
doing
come.
It, you doing it like that,
We
player?
just hold.
crazy.
Me and Nick will hold the box together.
You doing it like that, player?
I think one of the dopest party out that had the giveaway. If you get a chance, when NBA comes to your city, the one you want to
Oh,
go
shout out
to
to MJ.
is the Michael Jordan party, because everyone that's invited or everyone that can get into the Michael Jordan party gets whatever the new shoe is. You get a bag. It's a dope ass bag. It's a bag full of all the Jordan socks, shirts, whatever is new, sweatsuit, the shoe. The shoe comes in this dope box, but it's kind of hard to get into it.
Right.
I've gone twice because the first time, a couple times I didn't even know they were going on, or by the time I found out, it was too late to get on the list. But if you can get on that list, if you got a little fake PR person that can get you on that list, that's the one you want to come to when it comes to your town. Or if you're telling yourself, hey, I'm going to All-Star Weekend, try to get on that Michael Jordan party, because everyone that walks through that door get a bag.
Dang, so I should have let him massage my feet.
You should let him do a lot of things.
Yeah, you could have got free Jordans for life.
Ew.
Should
But
let him do a whole lot of shit, because we could be calling him right now.
I would have to say recently. What was that event? Was it art? Was it the art event we went to recently, where we had all the vendors come up there to?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. And I probably left that party with maybe like maybe almost a pound of weed.
Dang.
It was pretty
I don't know if
ridiculous.
you're
And I
supposed to say
gave it's fine. It was free.
This nigga like somebody uncle.
Seriously. He's sponsored by them
Like
too.
the creepy
You like
uncle.
the black soccer coach. They want
don't
to parent you.
don't know shit about
he's just
soccer,
a
but
parent,
he trying to meet one of the moms.
I do it.
I like Latino girls.
Yeah.
Again, now, have you been to an exclusive kind of party since all the ones you've been to? What was the one that stood out?
I mean, honestly, the funny thing is, the one that stands out was one why we went with Jamie. I don't remember you being there though, or if you were around, but I want to say, I don't know if it was the Oscars or the Emmys or.
Oh yeah.
I gotta go find the picture. I'm bringing it tomorrow. It'll still be on
No,
the thing.
I went to. You must
That was
be,
a really fun party.
When you must have went to the one was Clive Davis party. So Clive
Probably.
Davis has for the Grammys. That's where everybody go. Anybody goes to the Clive Davis party. So I finally went. I met so many people, it was ridiculous. I was
Right.
getting numbers left and right. Hi, I'm Speedy. How you doing? Yes, comedian extraordinaire. And then going to, I was able to finally take off my bucket list going to the Playboy Mansion.
I've never been to Playboy Mansion.
Yeah, you won't be going.
I don't want to go.
I think they sold it. Didn't they sell it?
I'm not sure.
Isn't that where they said they were catching stuff in the hot tub?
Yeah, some time ago.
Glad I never went there.
Yeah, I went there, but I didn't go. I didn't get a chance to go when you could just flow through the house. When I went is when you got to stay in the backyard and in the wherever that little grotto is. Everyone's in the
Yeah,
grotto.
that's nasty. I'm good on the grotto.
Yeah, I just walked through there and get in the motherfucker.
Probably definitely gonna catch something in there.
So again, All-Star Weekend. I think where's All-Star Weekend this year?
I don't know.
Is it in Chicago?
I don't know. If it's in Chicago.
Yeah.
You sure?
I think it's in Chicago. That's why they want everybody to participate in the dunk competition. I think it's in Chicago this year.
Well, it's gonna be cold. That's for damn sure. When it was in Philly, I didn't know I could be that cold. Philly was ridiculous. So get a chance to do that. Or if you live in LA and you get to that Clyde Davis party, let everybody know how off the chain that shit is. Or the party after the Oscars where all the people show up with their awards, which I was in.
And listen, if you guys have any products out there that you would like me to sponsor or promote, hit me up. Just send it to rolloutdigital@gmail. Just make sure you say it's for H&S. You feel me? But don't be sending me no products that I ain't gonna rock. Because if it's whack, I'm not gonna support it. I'm gonna be 100 with you.
Shoes with the heel in the front.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen, player. Shout out to Q4 for the shirt, though. You feel me?
Q4.
Shout out to Q4.
Yeah, that was our
So
sponsor
yeah, man.
one
Sometimes
time.
we be getting 5,000 people on here watching, man. So y'all might want to take advantage of that. If you have a brand, if you got lotion, I'm looking for some beard oil. You know, some good lotion.
And
for men.
we'll give you some mad love. Like We only need, I think it's what, less than
We
100
need 100
subscribers,
people to subscribe.
Yeah.
and we'll be at our mark at 1,000 for this month.
Come on, dog.
100 people. So
If
that
you-
means
if you
we
in
at least
that-
get 25 today.
If you watching right now, if you're in the chat room and you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button and then hit the like button, man. It'd be like 200-300 y'all in there. We got 10 likes. Nigga, hit the list right there. Hit the
And
like
we
button.
gotta let you guys know we do have we did pick up some new people who want to do shows here. So I'm throwing it out even more. If you want to do a radio show here, if you feel like you do way better than me and Shelly and
Impossible.
sometime Nick,
Impossible.
hit
No, you
hit
ain't
me
better
at
than me,
hit me at rolloutdigital@gmail.com. That's rolloutdigital@gmail.com. Leave your information. I'll reach back out to you and we'll work it out. We got 2 brand new shows that's going to be added to the lineup, and we want you guys to support them by listening. It's going to be dope shows. I think you're going to enjoy them, and it should be pretty cool. So right now, I think we're at, 6-7 shows? Shelly,
Right now,
what do we got right now?
we have Road to a Million with Darren C. Campbell
Which be killing.
on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 9 to 11 in the morning. And then we have Genetics Live with Jay on Wednesdays and Fridays from 5 to 6 p.m. And then Opinionation with David Raybon Wednesdays from 7 to 8, which is tonight. And Jazz Notes with the VOD Fridays from 4 to 5 p.m.
VOD. So definitely checking it out. We'll take a quick break.
I have a quick
go
question.
ahead.
Out there. We could take a break on this question. Though.
You think?
So I had this conversation last night, so I wanted to put this out there, and it's to the fans too. Do you think, and this is about etymology, do you think that it's okay? I'll break it down.
Glad you said it.
Do you think that being humble is an important quality for success?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes.
There's no
Yes.
discussion.
You
That's
have
what you
to-
guys say?
Yes.
Okay, so this conversation is about etymology, so and about the power of words. So often people think that being humble is a positive thing, and it's a quality that we should all have, right?
Or at least be able to go
This
to.
is the definition. This is the first definition of humble. Okay, having or showing a modest or low esteem of your own importance. So that's the definition of being humble: to have a low self-esteem or to not think that you're as important as you should be.
Okay,
So the
because
second
that's sometime
definition
me. Go
is-
ahead.
Of low social, administrative, or political rank. That's the second definition.
Okay, keep
Repeat
going.
that?
So if you're saying that you're humble, you're saying you're a person of low social, administrative, or political rank.
Because you don't really put yourself out there to go, hey, I'm going to be involved in that. I want to do this. You got, okay, keep going. I can answer this. Keep going. Is there another one? The first one is the one. Read it again.
The first one says, having or showing a modest or low esteem of one's own importance.
Now, I have that trait very bad. Like, even with this show, and I always try to make people feel comfortable by not making it look like, hey, I am that dude. You see me on the fucking wall, and you better respect that. I don't think that's the way to conduct a show or to show that you're a leader, to pull your dick out and say, I'm that shit.
Right.
But I think when people get here or people be around me, they'll go, oh shit, Speedy's funny as fuck, or he really knows what he's doing, because I am very humble about inviting people into the circle and not trying to show them that it's about me.
Right.
I want everybody to feel like they're empowered to hang out and to be, to voice an opinion, and nobody's going to shoot it down. So I agree with that. Shelly?
I agree too.
So,
Yeah,
so is that you as well? Do you
I mean,
kind of downplay, hey, I'm Shelly Rio, but
I think I do for sure.
I think
Definitely.
we're all taught to do that, which is why I wanted to bring it. I had this conversation last night, and somebody was telling me like, "Oh, well, you should be humble," and I was like, let me look this up, and I looked it up, and I was like, "Nah, play, I can't rock with that because
be that humble?
I'm not gonna be humble. No, for what? I don't feel like I'm less than anybody. Most of the time, I feel like I'm better than most.
I mean, not.
I don't feel like
there's
I'm
a
less.
time and place for that.
Yeah, it's a time,
There's a
yes.
difference with like.
No. Well, let me say this though. I think that most of the time people take that as a negative thing, right? But if I feel like I'm better than you and whatever it is, that doesn't mean I have to put you down. Most of the time, that feels like I need to bring you up.
But
I need to help you get to that level. If you my people.
But I
if
think
I'm rocking
that
with you.
no one uses that definition or those definitions to say what humble is. I think if you were to ask me before you said that, I would have said I'm humble in the sense of, like I said, if someone comes in and yeah, my face is on there, but I'm not conducting myself like you need to know my face is on the wall. Like you need to like one of the
But-
things gripes I had with G thing was that G Thing felt like he was entitled and you should know he's funny and you should treat him as the funniest dude in the room. He got upset one time because a girl didn't know who he was and it fucked with his head. He's like, how the fuck you don't know who I am?
That's how LeBron James was when I met him.
Oh, he is LeBron James. He was probably
But again,
he was probably more
not every
confused.
single person
Yeah.
knows
No.
who you are.
But I would
Yeah.
imagine LeBron was probably confused.
That you didn't know who he was.
right,
like
but,
you're an American black
right. But
woman.
when I met Michael Jordan, I didn't know that was Michael Jordan.
was
Sa-
probably
the
the
same thing.
But he
If
was
that's the same
complete
thing.
opposite. Like he wasn't like, you don't know who I am. Like totally different.
Well,
Well, if I was LeBron,
younger.
I would be confused.
Yeah.
Like I was like, what do you mean you don't?
And wherever you were
Why?
at his
But
event.
why would you
or
be
his-
confused? Because I'm a girl that.
No, because he's literally one of the most famous people in the
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
Like across the. So I'm not
But
saying.
if you don't watch sports, how would you know that?
because it's not to do with sports. Like he's one of the most recognizable
He
people
has
in the
movies.
world.
He got
Yeah,
TV
like-
shows.
yeah.
I mean, now if I see him, obviously I know who he is. But this was probably, I don't know, 7 years ago.
But my
makes
point,
sense.
my point on the humble thing, when I look at G Thing, he don't have that humble thing in him. He doesn't have where he could just be cool in the surround. He got to be. I am the funniest motherfucker here. No, you're not, nigga. You funny, but you're not the funniest motherfucker in the room.
But
You're not like to tell anybody, oh, I'm funnier than Speedy. I've never told anybody I'm funnier than somebody. But if you were to say, hey man, you think you can follow them? Nigga, I don't give a fuck who it is. I can follow him.
right,
And that's saying I'm as funny as them or funnier.
well, I'll take this to something we were just talking about sports. When I played basketball, one thing I never got caught up in was people's names. You know, a lot of times like people be like, oh, I'm LeBron James, so they're going to a situation thinking, oh, this is LeBron James. I've always looked at situations like it doesn't matter who's on the other side of the court. If we're both on the court at the same time, we're both in this space for a reason. So my confidence should be as equally high as everybody else on that court, if not higher, because I know the work that I put in. But I don't think that. I think it says a lot about a person if you have to consider yourself humble in order to be a good person. I don't think that you have to be a humble person in order to be a good person. I think that if you accept the fact that you are great, accept the fact that you can do whatever you put your mind to, and that you are important, then that would allow you to make other people feel like they're important.
But I think it's all of that, and I don't have to pull my dick out to show you how important I am. You should know who I am. If you don't, then when just being around me, you'll go, okay, this dude is.
But see, I don't.
nice.
I don't agree with. I don't agree. I think this is the biggest issue. I think artists on a big scale, artists they think that their craft is more important than it actually is, in my personal opinion, right? Because at some point on the history of this world, somebody was the greatest screenplay writer at one time, or the greatest playwright back in Shakespeare's day, or whatever the trend was before that, or somebody was the greatest gladiator that we've never heard of. So how LeBron felt offended, imagine how that person would feel offended, you know? So when I look at history like that, I often think that maybe that's the part we need to take a step back and say, I may be the funniest person in the world, but I'm just telling jokes. Like I'm not building hospitals, nigga. I'm not saving babies.
But I'm also able to look at someone else and go, that dude funny.
But
regardless of the situation.
I don't think you have to be humble to say that. You can recognize game. I think I can look at somebody and say, oh man, that dude is talented. Oh, that dude got skills, and that don't mean he better. That don't mean I think he could. If we get it, he gonna be better than me. I can still recognize and say, man, Shelly got skills. She really, did her thing. But I can still look at it and go, man, I can make a tool.
A
tutu?
Oh, whatever.
I'm like, wait,
I
what?
didn't know what this shit's called. But when I watched your video, that's how I felt. I was like, shit, I can do that shit.
We got a phone call. Caller, what's your name? And where the fuck
And
you
are you
calling
humble,
from?
nigga?
Are you humble? Caller,
This is my opinion on that.
are you humble?
Hell no.
Thank you. No, not really. My thing is that if you feel you're the greatest, you shouldn't have to say you're the greatest.
There you go.
Other people
Shout
will
out to
tell
Ali.
you
There you
that
go.
you're the greatest. If you running around saying you the greatest, then you're not, because you're not humble enough to sit back and say, hey, there may be people who are better than me
Who are better than me.
at
believe
doing
that.
what I'm doing.
What if you don't believe that, Vern?
Then that's a problem, because
Let-
then
okay.
that becomes
There's
ego.
always somebody out there better than
Let
you.
me say this,
Yeah.
then. Vern, listen
That's
to
why I
this.
like MMA, because no matter how good them dudes is, it's a dude out there that's gonna whoop their ass.
Not,
Exactly,
ain't nobody
but
whooped on
you
John
always
Jones.
have to have the aura about yourself that you are
Well,
the greatest.
cocaine.
Well, Vern, check this out. This is what I study people, and this is the one trait I found in most successful people that I observed. I remember watching an interview on Michael Jordan as a kid, back when they used to do those. Shout out to Shelly. And I remember
Tony.
watching the video, and they asked Michael Jordan, about dunking and stuff, right? And they asked him, did he think he could fly? And he looked dead at the camera and was dead serious and said, yes, he could fly.
Because that's
Hold
the
on,
role
Vern.
you're supposed to have.
No, Vern. But I want you to understand something. So you have to understand that when you step on a basketball court, and if you feel like you got hops or you could jump higher, you're athletic. And I believe I can fly. We're operating on two different levels.
Yeah.
So when we take off in the basket and go for a basket, in my head, I'm going to take flight. You saying I'm going to jump.
Yeah.
So I think the mentality, when you look at Ali, he said he was the greatest every day until he convinced himself that he was. And that
And
allowed
people-
him to beat George Foreman, to beat.
Yeah.
See, in that situation, what you're saying is absolutely positive, and I agree with it 100%. But those people in those particular industries, they have to believe in themselves more than anybody else, because if you don't, you're going to get your ass whooped.
But
True that.
why wouldn't
Especially
you
if
apply
you're a
that to
boxer.
life
If you're a
itself,
boxer,
though?
you're supposed to say, I'm the baddest man on the planet.
So I'm gonna ask you, Vernon, what is the one thing that Vernon does better than that you think you do better than anybody else? Whatever it is, what do you think that is?
I don't know.
Ain't
I
this
mean,
a
I'm
bitch?
not.
Yeah, nobody else
I
does
don't, I
either.
don't feel I'm the greatest at basically
Obviously.
anything, but I am good at a lot of stuff.
You're average.
But I think if you think you're the best at everything, and then
No.
you can't grow. Like
You have to be good at some. What gift
No, I
did
know
God
I'm-
give you?
I
Don't
know
do it
I'm
that way.
good at a lot of things, but I
know.
don't think I'm the
I haven't
best.
found it yet.
You don't know what your gift that God gave everyone a gift. You don't know what yours is.
Exactly, but a lot of people haven't found it yet, and I haven't found mine yet.
Or they don't know how to
But I
use
know
it.
it's
That's real
something.
talk, though, Vern.
Ain't fun,
That's
yeah.
Or
real
they don't
talk.
know how to use it.
Do you know what your gift is? Thank you, Vern.
That was real
God
talk,
gifts?
Vern. Good call.
Yeah, what is your God gift that you like? It just came natural to do.
I mean, now the gifts I'm talking about that God, my gift from God, I know is discernment, but I don't think that's the same gift you're
All
talking
right.
about.
So what do you feel like? What do you feel like if you was put in a situation, right? What do you feel like your most valuable asset is about yourself?
If I was put in a situation,
Any situation, you could just get dropped into it. What do you think your best survival technique or asset you know about yourself that's going to help you succeed
Won't
in
be
any
discernment.
situation?
That's what goddamn.
I mean,
I'll give
I
you
don't
an
know.
example.
Give
For
an
me,
example.
if somebody asked me that question, I would say, just from looking at myself and analyzing myself, I'm pretty resourceful.
Yeah, me too.
You know, I've been in situations that it just went complete haywire, and I managed to figure it out and
Right.
make it work.
I mean, I know I'm creative, you know, when it comes to anything. Like even coming in here when you guys are talking, I'm like, oh, I can do this and that, and then you're like,
Yeah.
calm down.
Right, right.
And I think that's an art form, or that's a part of people that people take very small. Like, oh yeah, you can do it. No, I can. You put me in a situation, I'll sit here and you say, well, we need this piece. Instead of me going to buy it, I'll figure it out. Like, okay, what if? Oh, I know what I do. And then the next
Right.
thing I know, it's done. And the person's like, how did you do that? I just figured it out.
Like I'm good with coming up with ideas. I have great ideas, but I'm not good at executing them.
All right.
It's like,
Well, that's good. You just find somebody that's good at
Yeah,
executing.
you just got Tony. We'll take a quick break.
Jordan
Come right
Pippen.
back. We got What You Watching, which is our WYW. Also, too, we got guests in the house. We got Alice is here, so you're gonna get a lot of giggling. Hopefully, she's probably drinking already. Who knows?
no, she's not. She's on her break.
Want to bet?
No.
All right,
Because
cool.
I only bet if I'm 100% positive.
All right, so we take a quick break. Don't forget, during the break, we play old clips from some of the old shows that we've done. I want you to walk away and come back thinking, oh, shit, what I missed. These are old clips from the old Foxhole, Reach Around Radio, all those other different ones that Donald seems to find. Hopefully you enjoy this one. Don't move. We'll be right back, bitch. This is Roll Out Live with Speedy and Friends, and I be